Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into a classic excerpts from Animal Farm, a fable of revolution and tyranny.
It's a powerful one. Even short pieces pack such a punch.
Absolutely. You probably know the basics, but our mission here is to unpack the core ideas from these specific excerpts. Sort of a shortcut to Orwell's big messages about society, about power.
And how timeless those messages remain, really.
Okay, so let's set the scene first. Our excerpts, they drop us right in. Manor Farm. The animals are completely fed up with their human master, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, you can feel that frustration building. It leads, of course, to the revolution.
And there's this real initial burst of idealism, isn't there? This hope.
Oh, definitely. A clean slate. They're aiming for a society where, every animal is truly equal, free from human oppression.
What's so striking in those first bits is just how pure that vision seems.
Yes, those 7 commandments they write, like all animals are equal, or no animal shall kill any other animal.
They're not just rules.
No, they're like the heart of this utopian dream. It's painted so vividly.
Which of course sets up the contrast later.
Exactly. It makes the betrayal, when it comes, feel so much more, devastating.
And that's where things take a turn, right? The excerpts show pretty quickly that this initial soaring hope, it doesn't last.
No, it starts to get much darker.
And you realize, okay, this isn't just a cute story about talking animals. Not at all.
Not even close. The interesting thing the excerpts highlight is how subtly things begin to shift. It's almost insidious at first.
So it's not just that the ideals fade, it's how they erode.
Precisely. The excerpts really detail the pigs, especially Napoleon. But they don't just take control. It's more strategic than that.
They seize it, you mean?
Yes, seize it, step by step. Sometimes it's barely noticeable, these small changes, but they add up.
Leading to a total perversion of what the revolution was supposed to be about.
Completely. And those initial promises, equality, freedom.
Gone, or twisted, maybe. The text shows exactly how they dissolve.
It does. You see the manipulation kick in, especially with language. Squealer's brilliant at that, in a terrifying way.
Right, twisting words, changing history.
And then there's the surveillance of the dogs.
Yeah.
And the fear that comes with them.
It creates this atmosphere.
An atmosphere of control.
Yeah.
And eventually just outright betrayal of the core principles. It's a stark picture of how a movement can be corrupted from the inside.
What the excerpt shows so clearly is how the very tools meant for liberation, like the commandments,
or even the animal's own memory,
get turned around, used as instruments of oppression instead.
Squealer's constant rewriting of the past, that's a key tactic highlighted. It's not just lying.
No, it feels like more than that.
It's like gaslighting, isn't it? Making the other animals doubt what they know, what they saw, undermining their reality.
Which just paves the way for more control.
It's a classic technique, really, for consolidating power in those kinds of regimes. Control the past, control the future.
And all of this builds towards that incredibly famous line, that chilling moment of revelation in the text.
Ah, yes. The final awful truth they reveal.
All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. It just hits you.
It does. And it's not just a clever turn of phrase in the excerpts, is it? You see the brutal reality behind it.
How does that actually play out? How does that become the accepted rule?
Well, the excerpts demonstrate how this redefinition isn't just stated, it's enforced. It becomes the new reality.
So it's not subtle anymore by that point?
Not at all. It's this stark, cynical manipulation of language. The powerful literally rewrite the meaning of equality to justify their own privilege, their own power.
And everyone else just accepts it, or is forced to.
Fear plays a big part, but so does that control over information we mentioned. If the rules keep changing, you're told you misremembered the old ones, what can you do?
It really underscores how controlling the narrative, controlling language itself, is fundamental to holding on to power.
Absolutely. That's a core message coming through loud and clear.
So, stepping back, what does this deep dive into these parts of Animal Farm really prompt us to think about?
Well, it's clearly not just about animals on a farm.
No. The excerpts frame it as a sharp reflection of, human politics, dictatorships.
And that really sobering truth about revolutions, right? How often, even with the best intentions,
they can end up eating their own ideals. We see the initial promises of equality just completely twisted.
Yeah, twisted and replaced. The pigs, led by Napoleon, they don't just stumble into power, they systematically grab it.
Using manipulation, using fear.
Surveillance, betrayal. The whole toolbox of tyranny, really.
And it all culminates in that terrifying new commandment. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The ultimate perversion of the original dream.
It serves as such a potent warning, doesn't it? A cautionary tale.
About looking past the slogans, maybe?
Exactly. Look past the grand promises. Scrutinize who actually holds the power, how they're using it.
And how easily, how insidiously, even noble goals can be corrupted when power isn't checked.
And when truth itself is manipulated.
So the final thought for you, listening. What does this deep dive into Animal Farm, into these specific moments, make you consider?
About how fragile ideals can be.
Yeah, and about those dynamics of power, how they play out in any group, any community, whether it's, a fictional farm.
Or the much wider world we actually live in.
Yeah.
Something to think about.